you considering moving to the Augusta, Georgia area and you would like to have the opportunity to hear from someone who has actually been where you are, someone who has actually relocated from another state and moved to the Augusta, Georgia area? Well, today is definitely your day, because I'll be talking to my clients who have moved from another state and they've relocated here to the Augusta, Georgia area. So they're going to be explaining to you the process they went through. They'll be explaining how they've gotten accustomed to the area and just information that's going to be extremely valuable for you. And all of that is coming up just for you right after this. Hey everybody, I'm Delrisa Rollerson, realtor here in the Augusta, Georgia area. On this channel, you'll discover what it's like to live, work, play, and invest in the Augusta, Georgia area. Do you know how sometimes you want to just have the opportunity to sit down and hear from someone who has actually gone through what you're going to go through? Well, that's what we're going to give you today. We're going to give you the opportunity to sit down and hear from our clients who have literally relocated from another state to the Augusta, Georgia area. They're going to just give a synopsis of the process they went through in moving from another state to our area. And we're going to dive in and speak to them right now. So I'm here today with my clients who have relocated from another state and they have retired here in the Augusta, Georgia area. We're sitting in their beautiful home and having an opportunity to speak with them, and they're going to share with us today the process that they went through with relocating from another state to the Augusta, Georgia area. And also, I have a really good surprise that I'm going to tell you all about this couple, but you're going to have to hear that at the end. Thank you all so much for coming on the channel today.
You're welcome. Thank you, Delrisa.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you. So tell us, how was the process for you with relocating from a whole nother area, coming to a state that you were totally unfamiliar with?
Well, it was quite different for me because I came here first and my husband came later.
Right.
And when I came, I knew nothing about this area. Everything was so different from where we were living at that time.
Right.
And Delrisa really helped me because I had an idea of what I wanted and what we had decided that we wanted to do. We wanted to downsize from the home that we were in,
right,
in the before,
right,
but we didn't want a home that would be so small that it wouldn't accommodate when our children come to visit.
Right.
And
right.
so Delrisa really assisted me, and she assisted me in the even the landscaping of the home, because I wasn't familiar with living in an area that's hilly. Yeah. And it seems like the houses that I kind of liked were sitting up on hills, and they had such a big drop. And my husband likes to garden,
yeah,
and he would never been able to garden in those on those properties.
Right.
And
right.
so I'm so glad that Delrisa felt free enough to help me, and to she was thinking about our welfare because we are older, and she didn't want us to have any accidents, and I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you. Well, you all made it really easy for me because you gave me, literally, we sat down before going out and we went through exactly what you wanted in a home, because I wanted to know what you wanted. So I kind of tried to get in their heads to try to figure out what is it that you're looking for, what is it that you want, and then we were able to deliver. So for you, it was so different because you stayed back home and you were working before totally retiring.
Right.
And you gave her the opportunity to come out and we shot together.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, how was your experience buying sight unseen?
Well, it was interesting because, as you said, it was certainly sight unseen, but the beauty of it is that you and Mom was in constant communication with me via the internet and pictures and Zooms and so forth.
Yes.
And it simplified the process. You knew that Mom and I had discussed with you the type of home we wanted. I know Mom has always said when we relocated, she wanted a ranch home, and we wanted it to downsize and make it comfortable for both of us. And she mentioned earlier, and we wanted enough space so if the kids come by, they would have plenty of space as well.
Right.
But I was concerned also, one of the things that impressed me, the difference in what you get for your money.
All right.
In the Midwest where we came from,
right,
there was a total difference in we gave you a ballpark of what we wanted to spend.
Right.
And we also told you we wanted to get a small loan,
Right.
a mortgage, and you assisted. That was another thing that made it, Del Risa, so fluid, because you connected us with the resources
The
that
lender here.
that was
Top
just,
tier lenders.
that made it totally, it was sweatless.
Right.
So
Good,
thank
good,
you
good.
so much. And again, you knew what we wanted. You knew approximately what we wanted to spend.
Absolutely.
You knew we wanted to be in a nice, quiet area.
Right.
Mom wanted an all brick home. She kept saying we wanted an all brick home because that's all we've ever owned was brick homes. So she
Right.
wanted an all brick. And you worked until you got us just what we wanted. So thank you so much.
Oh, well, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. It was just such an honor to be able to service you all. So one of the things that I wanted to mention, so you remember at the beginning, I did mention that I had a secret regarding these individuals. So the secret that I wanted to share with you all is that these are my parents. And I feel so honored that I was able to do business with them. So years ago, they relocated here to the Augusta, Georgia area. And I was able to assist them. And I know a lot of people say, do not do business with your family. But in this case, how was the experience?
It was very good, very good. And the thing that made it so good was that Del Risa was so familiar with the area herself. And also, she was able to help me to make a decision, a quality decision on what would be best for me and her dad. And we have been so happy here. And the good thing about it, Del Risa didn't just drop us after we moved in. She has been right there to assist us, because by us not being familiar with the area, when things happen, she has also been a very good resource for us, and I really appreciate that.
Well, I also want to mention, if I didn't earlier, how you had this place totally, it was a total makeover, basically.
Renovated, yeah.
Because one of the things we wanted it similar to the house we was getting, all the properties that we got rid of in the Midwest. And when I came in, what was so surprising to me, that this place was I saw the initial pictures.
Right. The before.
And then the after.
And you were speechless.
I didn't know what to say.
No, you were speechless.
It was like,
and that doesn't happen often.
Well, I think so, but they don't think so. However, it was so much. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was downsized. It was comfortable, and then you assisted on helping. Mom wanted to have me a screen room put on, so we put a screen. The deck was totally redone, but Mom said she wanted to give me a screen room.
Yeah.
And you assisted in having that done.
Right.
And it's so comfortable. At the age that we are now, it was so comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just everything that we wanted.
Perfect. Well, see, as my parents, I had that leisure to be able to renovate you all's home. So as my clients normally, so for my family, for my parents, I was able to renovate their home. But generally for my clients, what I do is I will provide you all with resources. So after the transaction is over, I don't just drop my clients. You know, I really, really treat my clients just like I treated you all, as far as servicing you and being there for you, putting you in touch with the community, making those connections. I'm just basically like a conduit, just connecting people to resources, and then just helping them find the way when they want to renovate their home, if they want contractors, if they need businesses or organizations, churches. I love doing that portion as well. So I was able to do that for my clients, but for my family, for you guys, mom and dad, I was able to renovate you all's house. So don't think I'm not able to renovate people's houses out there, but as far as finding you a home and assisting you with connecting into the community and connecting you with resources, that's what I do. And I really honestly think that one of the reasons why I'm really into servicing my clients is because I initially started here in the Augusta, Georgia area with you guys as my first client.
Yes.
So you all it really paved the way. And I have systems in place for my clients. My team and I have systems in place that I use and that we use to treat our clients like family, to really make sure that we're able to get into you all's head, understand what you're looking for, and deliver that to you all. And we're sitting in your beautiful home.
And we really appreciate it. And it's something that we really didn't expect as much as what Delrisa did. She did over and above what we had expected her to do, and we really appreciate it.
Yes.
And if I may say this in conclusion, I'm sitting there thinking about the level of excellence that you perform. And I'm thinking about from a child how the Lord blessed you to grow up, and you was a girl of excellence, a child of excellence, a girl of excellence, and now a woman of excellence. I'm also thinking about your brother, how one of the things that he told me that you all he's in the similar business. He said, but Dad,
In a different state.
In a different state.
Right, in different states.
He said, Dad, whatever I put people in, I would live in it myself. And he has a lot of properties in the state that he's in.
Right.
So thank you all for being Christ-like and having a heart to serve people the way you would have them to serve you.
Well, thank you for raising us that way. But thank you all so much for coming on the channel. I appreciate you all sharing. And hopefully that just gave you an idea of the process that you'll go through when you partner with our team. We really will navigate you through the system. So what I will do is I'll sit down and I'll talk to you on a Zoom. So the number is on the screen here. So to do business with us, go ahead and give us a call. The number is here on the screen. Also, you can shoot me a text. You can shoot me an email. And then I will sit down and talk to you. We'll have a Zoom, and then I'll navigate you through the process. And I would love to partner with you and assist you in being in your home, in your lovely home, and helping you find your lovely home, just like I helped my parents. And thanks again for watching the channel, and see you in the next video.